So Cullman Today, I'm down in the law office of Champ Crocker. Champ, you do all kinds of legal work here in the city of Cullman.
Yeah.
I've come to you today because we have a busy Labor Day weekend coming up. People are going to be out, they'll be on the lakes, on the roads. My experience, DUI arrests, driving while intoxicated arrests go up. I think some people drink more. We talk about designated drivers. I know this is a big topic for you, that and driving in a distracted way. Break down what people need to know about drunk driving.
Absolutely. Drunk driving goes up on holiday weekends, intoxication goes up, arrests go up, and unfortunately, serious car crashes go up on these holiday weekends as well. It's the start of college football season. People are going to be at the lake. They're going to be getting together with friends. All of those things usually mean alcohol. And if there's more alcohol, there's a chance of drunk driving going on. And we want to encourage people to be safe, not to drink and drive. If you are drinking, call a friend, call Uber, call a taxi. Just don't drink and drive this weekend. And so we just want to speak out for the public about being safe during this holiday weekend.
Now, Champ, in your office here, you have a chart.
Yes.
It's a breathalyzer chart, basically.
Yes.
I thought I knew a lot about drinking and driving and the stages of being drunk. But why don't you break it down for us? This is really fascinating stuff.
Yeah, so this is a chart showing alcohol levels. And I'll just run through these. Most people probably know 0.08 is the legal limit for drinking and driving. If you have 0.08 blood alcohol content, you're guilty of DUI. So what does that figure mean? Well, if you start here, and everyone has different ranges, but normally after one or two drinks within an hour or so, you're going to be 0.02 to 0.04. And at this point, you're feeling good. Your behavior may become exaggerated. Your judgment becomes impaired. Then the closer you get to 0.07, 0.08, you can see some of these symptoms. Driving skills such as vision, steering, reaction time are all impaired. At 0.08, you're legally drunk, and that's normally 4 to 5 drinks within a 1 to 2 hour period. Alcohol exits the body at different levels and at different speeds for different people, but that's generally the case. Well, then if you keep drinking after you're at 0.08, you've got significant impairment and loss of good judgment, and you're not thinking straight. And
at that point, you're a candidate for arrest, correct?
At that point, you're a candidate for arrest. And the most dangerous thing to you and anyone around you is when you're legally drunk, you are likely to believe you are functioning better than you really are. How many people get in a car and think, oh, I've done this before.
I was at Brothers the other day, and I'm pretty sure everybody in the establishment thought that.
People think that when they drink, one of the symptoms is loss of good judgment, and that's what happens. And then
now it goes up from here. This is just getting you started into bad territory, right?
Well, yeah. Once you're over the legal limit and you keep drinking, you're really getting in a danger zone, because at 0.15, double drunk. Look at this, Tim. You are 380 times more likely to be in a fatal crash than you are sober.
Let's emphasize that. Double drunk, which I've never heard that term, it means you're pretty well toasted at that point and really shouldn't do anything but lay down.
Absolutely. But the average BAC among both fatally injured drivers and persons arrested for drunk driving is on that double drunk figure, 0.17. You go beyond that, really dangerous. You're exhibiting all kinds of physical symptoms.
And you could physically die if you keep going, right?
You could physically die if you keep going.
And that's at what, 0.45? Yeah.
At 0.45, death is almost certain, but it's life-threatening even lower than that.
Gotcha. Now, Champ, let's assume someone overdoes it, loses their sense of judgment. I don't know, maybe they're at Smith Lake Park, they're out someplace, and they try to drive home. Our local deputies, police officers pull them over for obvious reasons. They get a DUI arrest at that point. What are their legal rights? What happens then?
Well, they certainly will have the legal right to go to court and defend themselves if they're arrested. But practically speaking, before it gets to that point, your car is going to get impounded. You're going to be in jail for a day. You're going to have to post bond. You're going to have to hire a lawyer. You may lose your car insurance. And this is all if everything goes well. And by go well, I mean you're not involved in a wreck. You don't hurt yourself or somebody else, in which case you're going to be sued. You could face criminal charges. You could be in the hospital or dead yourself. The minimum is you're going to be in jail and you're going to be forking out lots of money. DUIs aren't cheap. Legal defense for DUI isn't cheap. If you're found guilty, court cost, fines. Now they're doing interlock devices for some DUI offenders. It's not worth it. One night of going out and partying and driving home, going through this, is not worth it. We hope people will be safe this weekend and every other weekend and not take that chance.
So the bottom line to it, Champ, it's the old advice we've heard for decades. Don't drink and drive, and if you are going to drink, get a buddy to drive for you who's sober. It's really that simple, is it not?
Absolutely, because when you're drinking, these things on this chart are going to happen. Okay? Make sure you're not behind the wheel of a car if they do.
Good advice. Champ, thanks for talking to me. Hopefully people watch the full 6 minutes of this, remind themselves if they're going to drink and go, hey, they're right. I hate those guys, but they're giving it to me straight.
Thank you, Tim.
Thanks, Champ.